Hey, let's talk about taxes a little bit more. Randall J, and here's some coherent drivel for you. In the 1950s, tax on the rich was 91%, and corporate tax was 37%, you know? And now the rich don't pay taxes. They don't. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they don't pay hardly nothing on taxes, like 1, 2, 3%. That's it. That's insane. Our country was built because we made the rich pay taxes, our highway systems, airports, everything. You gotta make them pay taxes. And now we have this gigantic homeless problem. Guess what? Somebody's got to pay their taxes to help the homeless people have housing, and the care that they need. And hell, our roads and bridges need fixed. Our infrastructure's falling apart. We got to tax somebody. Well, who built the Hoover Dam? Well, that was rich people paying their taxes. So taxes are very important. And everybody says, oh, the tax system's so complicated. There's so many loopholes. How do we fix it? The only good thing about AI is that the IRS is going to start using AI to tax rich people more fairly, to, catch them cheating as they do constantly. But other than that, AI is going to kill us. But that's not what we're talking about. So, I think we need a new tax system also. And I have a proposal. I have a new tax code for you. Nobody pays taxes on the first $30,000. Then, on your next $20,000, you pay 10%. On your next $20,000, 15%. On your next $20,000, 20%. And so on. I believe all the way up to 95%. But let's say we just go up to 90%. People say, "Oh, well, rich people, they'll move, they won't work, they'll quit their job." No, they won't. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, those guys, they're not quitting their jobs. And guess what? If you make $100 million a year and you get to keep 10% of that, that's still $10 million. So they're not going to be content with making $400,000 and taking the rest of the year off. They're still going to want that $10 million. So they got to make $100 million to make $10 million. They're still going to do it. Nobody's going to stop them. Another thing is out of country banking. There's bullshit. Like Burger King's home office is in Ireland because Ireland doesn't pay taxes. You know what? No, man. If you sell a hamburger in the United States, we're going to tax you in the United States. You don't get to ship your money off to some place that doesn't pay taxes. No. If you sell it here, we tax it here. Wow, that sounds easy enough, huh? Let's fix that. And then, what we really need, this should be a separate video, but public campaign financing, which means they'll tax us like whatever, $10 a year, $20 a year, doesn't matter. And that goes into a fund, and then that'll equally distributed among candidates for their campaigns, right? But we keep all private money and all corporate money out of the campaigns. And we have somebody like I believe, what's his name? Michael Moore. Yeah. We put him czar of making sure that politicians do not get bribery money from corporations or use private money. They can only use their taxpayer campaign financing money. That's it. And what happens if you do that? In this one law, you will have a government by the people, for the people. Right now, we have a government bribed by the corporations. That's what we have. And that's why the corporations get the tax breaks and the little guy doesn't. When I was growing up, There was Johnny's store, and there was, people, family-owned gas stations, family-owned grocery stores. Johnny's store was a little general store we used to walk to and get candy, and stuff every day. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. There was another little general store I used to stop in on the way home from school and get an ice cream sandwich, and that was beautiful. What happened? Well, and there was, family-owned hamburger stands, right? What happened? Well, the government started giving tax breaks to McDonald's and tax breaks to Walmart. I mean, Kmart used to be a pretty good place, but, Sears even, and even those guys were getting unfair tax breaks. But you take away all these tax breaks from the large corporations, and then you use that money to give tax breaks to small businesses, startup businesses. It's a better world when everybody gets a little piece of the pie instead of just the big guys getting all the pie. It was a better America. It really was. And I'm sure a lot of young people, you just have no idea, man. Like growing up in the 70s, you could dig a ditch for like a week or two and have enough money to drive across country, to go traveling, to go to the beach. Gas was whatever, 35 cents, 50 cents, something like that. And you could make whatever, $5 an hour or $7 an hour digging a ditch. It goes a long way. Anyway, so it's just ridiculous. I think everything over $400,000 should be taxed at 90%. And people don't like that. But you know what? If you can't live on $400,000, there's something wrong with you, man. Like, when they do those happiness things, how much money does it take to be happy? It's, I think now it's up to about $100,000 a year. It used to be like $70,000 a year. That's like maximum happiness. After that, money doesn't matter. Because if you have that much money, you can have a nice house, you can have a nice car, you can go on vacation, you can have like all the necessities, you can eat organic food, Everything over that is just extra. And it's just greed. And what greed is, our animal instincts, survival instincts. Greed's part of that. And it can run wild. And that's what's happened in America. So we need to reel in the rich people. The people's fight is not with each other. The people's battles are against the rich. Have a good day. Like and share and subscribe. Share this common knowledge with your friends, because we need to get together. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.